What's going on, gamers? We got an interesting entertainment video here to cover when it comes to GTA 6 and an Xbox fanboy being insecure, I guess, about the PlayStation 5 version and the PlayStation marketing deals. Like, so much that he's trying to advertise the Series S version. And it's like, I don't think anybody wants to play it on that. Not to try to beat it down, but I'm just saying, I seen Crimson Desert and everything else. I'm like, I don't know. I know Rockstar has the money, though. Their engine's going to be incredible, but I think you want to play that on the Series X or the Series X Digital or the PlayStation 5 and definitely the PS5 Pro. So no, not trying to beat that down, but he comes in saying GTA as of now is coming out later this year, and these comments, man, it's gonna get bad. It's coming out later this year. The Xbox Series S will be the most affordable way to play the game. True. Many 120 frames per second games. Okay, so I don't understand why you are mentioning that when it comes to GTA 6. That's absolutely pointless. That system will hardly ever run anything at 120 frames per second. You're talking about old games, bro. Quick resume, nobody cares about that. Backwards compatible with 3 gens. Once again, what does that have to do with GTA 6? It's also worth noting Rockstar games do not do do not do bad versions of their games. Have you seen that GTA trilogy? The way they handle that out, GTA 4. Though we know GTA 6 is going to be optimized for sure, but it's going to be incredibly demanding. I think the Series S version will be fine. Just like if they made a Switch 2 version, Rockstar will make sure they'll take their time with that. But yeah, they're both going to be rough. I don't understand though his point though when it comes to 120 frames per second games and backwards compatible with 3 gens. What does that have to do with being able to run GTA 6? I mean, dude, you're barely gonna get 30. It's absolutely pointless. So are we ready to get to these comments though? Because there's some stuff to talk about because it's gonna get very interesting. Starting off with Nisa, I mean, he gets right to it, right? He's like, it's gonna be so blurry, just like Crimson Desert. And this guy says, this is all you do. No, I mean, that's a pretty straightforward comment. Now, as far as it being blurry like Crimson Desert, I'm not sure. Rockstar has more money, but the Series S version is definitely not a version you want to think about compared to the other ones. If you could just spend a little bit more money, you want that premium experience. This guy says, most affordable, sure, but you're getting the worst version of the game on that hardware. PlayStation 5 Digital exists for a reason. I don't think he liked that. And Sony may do a sale by that time. You never know. So, like, stating that, you just don't know. Microsoft is the one who needs to do cheaper sales for that. You see what I'm saying? So we definitely have some drama going on here for sure because, guys, a lot of these comments are just going to roast the Series S. And this is not a Series S roasting video. It's more about commenting on what he said because he's trying to promote Series S for GTA 6. But I think Rockstar said, no, we want PlayStation to be promoted for it because, like I said before, Xbox is the side chick. And it's going to get some, love too. But PlayStation is the main girl. A GTA 6 Series S 512 bundle for $399 would kill. This guy says, if I could turn off QR even on game-by-game basis, I would like the future a lot more. As it stands, it's just a thing makes me have to start my games twice every time. I prefer the PS5 method of starting a game but skipping all the intros and menus to load, right? This guy says it'll also be the most crappy way to play GTA 6, LOL, at what, 540p, roasting again. I played GTA 5 on my Series S before I upgraded to an X. Very impressive, exact the same results with GTA 6. I know how to type in. No, that's not true. It will not be running remotely properly on a Series S because very few games do. True. Rockstar doesn't do bad versions of their games. Okay, let's just see GTA 4 on PC and GTA Trilogy remasters. Look, Rockstar can try all they want, but the Series S is holding back so much potential for next-gen games and will be the worst way to experience GTA 6. The thing that I agree with him on is, of course, what he said about GTA 4 and trilogies, though they handed that to somebody to the side. Rockstar is usually amazing with optimizations, but it will be the worst way to experience GTA 6 for sure. Also, the only modern console where you can legally purchase and play the best version of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Literally stupid comment. I don't think anyone's playing it on Xbox considering how poor the sell figures are compared to PS5. For many games, it's the 30 FPS box. If you like graphically impressive games and you like 60 frames per second, avoid the Series S. It is still an awesome machine, though. I mean, these are people in the Xbox world saying this, by the way. This is the interesting part. He says, LOL, you're not getting anywhere close to 120 frames per second on any of these games on that outdated box. Cheaper way to experience GTA 6 before it ports over to PC, yes. Best experience? This is none currently. There is none currently. So that's the thing. What I said, why are you mentioning 120 frames per second? That seems like an insecurity for being an Xbox fanboy. I think that that's absolutely pointless on the Series S. Like, you're never going to see that. Like, that's when you realize, like, bro, why are you posting that? Go sit down, please. Did you forget GTA San Andreas not so long ago? The port was horrible. Yes, it's the cheapest way, but will it be a good way? We will see. PC gamer, dude. Once again, we're seeing Xbox gamers, PC gamers say this. It's not even people from PlayStation saying anything. So I think this stuff is funny. He says, I would not use the Xbox Series S for GTA 6. The Series S was crashing for me on complex games a couple years back. Never mind a game like GTA 6, either an Xbox Series X, PS5, or PS5 Pro. And I feel like this guy is making an honest statement, because it's like, I don't think you want to promote that console or GTA if you want to get a good GTA experience, because you got to really think about how long you're going to be playing it on there every day. That's where I feel like, how is Rockstar going to optimize it for that console? I can't wait to see like how that's going to show. It's going to say a lot, because a chunk of the Xbox base has a Series S. And like I said, I'm not trying to beat that down, but yeah, that feels like the ghetto experience. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I'm not so sure about that. I think when you really think about the biggest base, though, it's the base PS5. Whether you have the PS5 digital, the original PS5, the newer PS5 model, the ones that recently went on sale with the Fortnite bundles, because they always have these little new models coming out, or PS5 Slim, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, either or, that's going to be the foundation. And PS5 is a lot better than the Series S, considering that the PS5 was beating Series X for comparisons for quite some time, though the Series X has a better CPU and slightly more power GPU, but they have different operating systems and different setups, but they're pretty, you know, most neck and neck. So these comments right here say a lot, and it's just very interesting. Going down again, Series S might be the most affordable way to play, but it will be the worst version and most likely will have big compromises compared to PS5 and Series S versions, so it can run. I think you're about to play Series X, though. Red Dead Redemption 2 was 846 and 25 frames per second on the Series S. If you haven't gotten a Series X or PlayStation 5, you're not going to have a good experience with GTA 6. Damn. So, guys, the funny thing here is that these are GTA or Rockstar gamers as well that are also on Xbox and then also on PC. And just in general, this guy's talking about his experience on the Series S. So he's saying, no, man, you better have a Series X for GTA 6. We're not seeing PlayStation gamers even come in here and really say much. This is the most interesting thing, whereas even in the Xbox community, they are roasting this guy's post. It's absolutely hilarious. Here goes another person. LMAO, GTA 6 will run at 720p, 30 frames per second. The Series S is such a literal piece of garbage, completely held back this generation of gaming. Now, there's some people that argue with that. I've actually defended that before. I think it just depends on if the engine is scalable or not, and depending on the way things work. And a lot of people believe that too. Hey, you're allowed to have that choice. You know what I mean? But I think it's funny that we have not seen anybody really say anything positive, except maybe like one or twice. I think they don't do bad versions, but the first versions are always the worst. GTA 5 on PS3 is basically a beta test build. I remember there was some problems with that. Yeah, he's 100% correct about that. Except I'm here and Xbox doesn't have consoles to sell for GTA 6. So buy a console with the least amount and worst of games just because it's cheaper. I guess if you're selling to a guy only trying to play that one game on the cheap, I think most people are going to pick pretty much any other version. Once again, getting roasted here. And like I said, he should have never said anything about 120 frames per second and backwards compatibility, because I'm like, dude, 120 frames per second, you wouldn't even want to mention that talking about the PS5 Pro. You know what I mean? Because we're thinking about, will Sony be able to get that 60 frames per second, which I think they will with the Pro. Even the base consoles that are a lot more powerful than that are not going to get the 60 frames. So that's where you kind of feel like the insecurity is there and you're just being an Xbox fanboy. And it's a pointless post. It's also worth noting Rockstar Games do not do bad versions of their games, so he's highlighting that, except every PC port in 8th and 9th gen versions of GTA 5. Xbox Series S will be the worst version of GTA. Even the Series X will be miles better. The best experience will definitely be on the PS5 Pro. That is an intelligent post right there. Because I think at the end of the day, what people want is to get a premium experience of GTA 6. I'm telling you, I think when it comes to the PS5 Pro, it's going to sell a lot more just because of that. Even at that price, they don't care because they're going to get that premium 60 frames per second experience. And the base consoles will sell out because they're going to get that locked 30. And if Rockstar pulls off a miracle, you'll be able to have a VRR mode that may get you 35 frames per second. I don't know if it'll get to 40, but you kind of get what I mean. So people were fine with GTA 5 on PS3 and 360. Definitely on PS4 and Xbox One as well. So I think when it comes to that, yeah, the Series S is going to be something that people are going to frown upon with that game. Unless Rockstar gets it at a solid 30 frames per second. But yeah, I mean, it's going to get embarrassed by the other consoles. So that is something interesting to think about. So here comes somebody else coming down. GTA Trilogy Remaster, Manhunt, GTA 4 and PS3, all very bad versions. GTA 4 being the less offensive of the three, but that frame rate is vile at times. This is probably the worst place to play GTA 6, and I'm not even trying to hate or anything. I feel like that guy's being honest here. So what we've seen by reading all these comments, ever since he made that post, he's pretty much getting roasted. And nobody is supporting the Series S version for GTA 6. No, most people are really thinking about getting the Series X, the PlayStation 5 digital, the regular PS5, and definitely the PS5 Pro if you can afford it. And the funny thing is that the majority of people that have a PlayStation 5, already, are in the position to play it. Like I said, when you think about the PlayStation 5, it already has 90% of its console sales. Xbox already has the majority of its sales too, but it'll be able to get a boost for Grand Theft Auto 6. But I'm telling you, if Sony gets that 60 frames per second going, I mean, it's just going to embarrass the Xbox side because they're going to have something that they could have had if they made a mid-gen refresh. That's their mistake, but they made too many mistakes, right? On top of making a mistake of reading that article that Jez wrote and what was also being shared that they may not have enough consoles by the holidays to be able to support the GTA 6 hype. If somebody is interested in getting your hardware anyways, the only way is if you're doing a sale. So, but if they don't want to subsidize, then that's kind of like on them. So it's like, you're the one missing out. Sony's already going to hit 100 million regardless with the GTA 6 coming. There's really not much you can do about that. So them solidifying that is actually a good place, and they have the base to get the marketing. Rockstar is not giving any marketing to Xbox for a reason, because they don't think, like I said, you're going to help them get a lot of sales. Then you see a post about you may not have enough hardware. Why would they want to do any deals with you? And Sony beat you to the RAM supply. You see what I mean? So in general, it's like, and then you got the Series S. They're probably thinking, no, we're thinking the two, PS5 and PS5 Pro. You know what I mean? That's where it's at. And getting close to install base of 100 million. And you're going to be doing the marketing with us. We're not doing a Switch 2 version yet. That's going to have to come till next year. And PC's going to come till next year too. So when you really think about it, that's why I say that the Xbox is a side chick for Grand Theft Auto, with a weak console too that they're going to have to optimize for. But I think by them doing that, they'll allow them to be able to optimize for the Switch 2, which is going to have an install base that's going to pass up the series consoles by next year. You know what I mean? Or by the end of this year or whatever. I think so, yeah, because they said they're projecting 16 million. Oh, yeah. I mean, if they're already at 20 million or 21 million right now, I think they're at like 21 or 22 million. You add in the 16 million, that's 38. Oh, they're going to blow past Xbox this year already. So by that time next year, they'll have like, if you think about it, 50 something million install base. And that's something that Rockstar can build on. That's where I say that I think from that perspective, the Series S version is going to be their beta testing version for the Switch 2 version. And over time, I think it'll be decent. Saying this as an Xbox fan, don't play GTA 6 on a Series S. Play it on a Series X or PS5. Just know, I've seen multiple people say this now. So, man, guys, this is absolutely hilarious. I had genuinely forgotten that this console existed. The Xbox S isn't touching triple-digit FPS. LOL. Hell, the X probably won't average more than 90. Xbox Series S is gonna get a cool 35 to 40 frames per second. He's saying by average, not on GTA, obviously. So Series S port will be great, but I'm playing in Series X. He's the only one that said that. I don't know about that. GTA 4 is rough on the PS3. I'm glad I got a Series X. And then we go down here, we see this guy memeing. So guys, we get an idea here. This is an entertainment video. We wanted to read the comments just to laugh at what was going to be going on this post right here. And oh boy, man, did he get some roasting. So let me know what you guys think. As usual, leave a comment down below. Keep on gaming no matter what platform you're on. Hey, I'm not beating on the Series S, but when it comes to GTA 6 and talk about 120 frames per second, what are we doing here? And we don't know what the deals are going to be in the holidays. Later, y'all. Keep on gaming.